Hi, I'm Christine Cushing and welcome to another helping of my favorite foods. Is there anything more refreshing than a sweet, juicy watermelon? Pair it with a little feta and you've got this ridiculously amazing sweet and salty combination. I've got two takes on this feta and watermelon combo that you're going to absolutely love. Are you ready? Let's go. First step is picking a great watermelon. Don't get me started on the seedless versus non-seedless watermelon because first of all, the seedless have those little annoying white seeds which I can't stand. So I'm old school. I like the original watermelon with the little black seeds. Is it nostalgia? Is it just the feeling of childhood? That's the one I love. Looking for a watermelon with a yellow spot means that it's ripened more on the vine. So if it's all green, it's probably going to be less sweet. Also, this little end should be brown, not green, meaning it's a riper watermelon. Now, this is the moment of truth. Did I pick a good watermelon? Doesn't look bad. Looks like I got a bit of a bruise on this one side, but hopefully it's going to be sweet. Watermelon. Always exciting. For my first take, I really want to get nice looking triangles. That's why I'm taking care to slice it beautifully. I like to make the slices first and then cut around, making sure again that my fingers are parallel with my knife surface, always. Now I got to remove those little black seeds that I so fondly mentioned earlier. Never mind, I still like it. So triangles again. And I like them to be fairly large, and I'm just going to arrange them beautifully on a platter here. Now for the feta. Of course, feta means Greek feta only, sheep and goat's milk. Have you seen better looking olives than these? Look at them. I mean, they are like jewelry. This is the easiest way to pit them. Always want to make sure you have them pitted. Now I'm going to finely chop the olives. I'm making sure to take a little bit of care here because I don't want the whole mixture to look really muddy. Getting ready for my mise en place here. Olives check. Now this is going to really take it to another level. This is some sumac. It is the ground berry of a Mediterranean bush. It's really super tangy. I love it. Now we blend it all together. The olives, look at that mint. I'm going to add in some olive oil. You're, of course, going to get this full recipe, but really it's a no recipe. This looks like the right amount of sumac. You thought you were going to get away without a lemon. Although we're only going to go with lemon zest today, adding that beautiful citronella note. The acidity is coming from the sumac. I like to add some cracked black pepper. That's going to really up that savory kind of spicy note. Now it looks a bit dry, so I'm just going to hit it with a bit more olive oil until I get a mixture that looks something like this. Looks pretty good. This can all be made in advance, by the way, and chilled. I love making this as an appetizer instead of just as a salad because A, it looks really beautiful, stunning, and also you get the perfect distribution of the salty sweet combination. Wait till you see this. Now just this little drizzle of beautiful extra virgin olive oil is going to tie that sweet and salty together and add this savory note. So amazing. And finally, for visual more than anything, a little last sprinkling of the sumac. Look how elegant this is. For my second take, here's a really cool way to rearrange these same flavors in a completely unexpected way. I have cut up and then frozen this watermelon for about 2 hours. And here I just made a simple syrup, equal parts water and sugar, brought to a boil, cool it down. To kick it up a notch, I want to introduce you to this beautiful sweet wine from the island of Samos in Greece. This has about 15% alcohol and it's got this really amazing, rich golden color. Let me take a taste for you. So fantastic. You really get that beautiful apricot note, a lot of melon flavor, and also this amazing cleansing of the palate with acidity. This is going to go into our sorbet. It's going to be a Greek thing of beauty. Now we hit the blender. You want to have a good quality, strong blender here to get a beautiful creaminess. In is going to go the simple syrup and the Samos wine. By the way, sugar and alcohol are going to make it creamier. The alcohol reduces your temperature that it's going to freeze at, making it softer. And the sugar also gives it a creamier texture. I want to make sure that I have no big chunks of icy watermelon left, so that's why I'm scraping down. Pulsing until, look at this color. I mean, this blush, beautiful watermelon sorbet. And then I'm transferring it to a shallow container. Come on. Look at the texture. Isn't this incredible? A little bit slushy at this point. Sealing it, and I'm going to freeze it overnight. Once you put it in the freezer, a good little trick, after maybe a couple of hours of it freezing, take it back out. If you want a creamier texture, put it back in the blender and then freeze it overnight. And this is going to make really like a sorbet that feels like it came out of an ice cream machine, but it didn't. So cool. Now it's important when you pull it out of the freezer to let it sit for about 15 minutes to get this beautiful texture. It's scoopable, but it's still firm. Satisfaction. Ah. Now the final touch is the rearranging we were talking about. The feta is going to be frozen and crumbled on top. Lastly, a little hit of that sumac for the tang, and garnishing with a beautiful small leaf of mint. How amazing does this look? You see what I'm talking about? It looks way better than just putting it in a bowl and tossing it together. Tasting time. Wow. All of the taste buds. It's really like this amazing, refreshing symphony. So awesome. Okay, I'm ready to taste the sorbet. So I want to make sure I get a little bite that's got the feta and the sumac on it. So refreshing. Thank you for joining me on another helping of my favorite foods. This refreshing summer sweet salty combination. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what's happening in your kitchen. Like, subscribe. See you soon.